Toots!
What's going on?
Toots, toots, toots,
Toots, toots, toots, toots, toots, toots, toots, toots, toots. Looks like we've got a special guest with us tonight. Vince, man.
I say the whole show, man.
I had no clue, man. Is Toots going to be with us the whole show?
He's welcome, man. Toots is welcome in my house anytime, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I had no clue, man. This was
Toots.
It looks like the chat is pretty excited that Toots is with us as well.
Toots.
I had no clue. This was a very pleasant
surprise. This is exciting, man.
Oh, how are you tonight? How are you tonight, Vince Russo?
All right, man. How are you tonight, Chris?
I'm good. I'm good, man. It's a Hacksaw Jim Duggan style ho for all the people in the United States for the 4th of July.
Yes.
Happy 4th for everybody on this side of the pond.
Yeah.
And this is cool. People's asking where the Black Scorpion is. Oh man,
well, he may make an appearance later on the show, man. You gotta
pop up, man.
He calls his own shots, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Cool, man. All right, let's get started into this this super house show style Raw, man. What'd you think, Vince? 4th of July house show style.
Bro, how am I supposed to answer? What do you think? Bro, listen, let's face it. The fact that you and I have to sit here and watch this massive waste of our time on the 4th of July. I mean, seriously, bro, listen, you Sportskeeda guys, Raju, whoever is listening, seriously, bro, you need to bonus Dr. Chris and myself. And that is a shoot, bro. That is a shoot because we forfeited being with our families tonight so we can watch this absolute pile of steaming crap, and we should be bonused for that. Because I'll be honest with you, Chris, I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm so pissed off watching this. Like, bro, I swear to God, there's nothing in the world that I feel as brain dead as I do when I watch this show. I mean, seriously, bro, listen, I can give you a list of things I watch on YouTube that are so much better than freaking Raw, bro. Bro, I got this new thing I watch, Chris. Okay, let me tell you what I watch, and I'm going to tell you Raw is worse than this. Okay? Bro, these I guess these seamen, like these Jacques Cousteau type of people. Bro, they rescue these huge sea turtles from the oceans. And Chris, these poor sea turtles are covered in barnacles. Like you can't even tell they're turtles, right? And bro, these things are a mess, and people rescue them. And bro, they pick off all the barnacles one by one. Bro, it is that is a billion times better than Raw. Vince, a billion times better, bro.
As a complete shoot. Probably about 2 months ago, I'll start watching those too.
Yes, yes. And then
they would chisel the barnacles off.
Yes, bro. I sit there for hours watching that. And then, bro, here's another thing. I'll tell you what I like. What I watch when I'm not watching this crap. Here's one of my favorites too, Chris. Mm-hmm. When people take it upon themselves to chop down their own trees. rather than hire professionals, and they think they know the trajectory that the tree's going to fall, and the tree lands right on their houses, bro, and just demolishes the houses. That's one of my favorites as well.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I literally would rather, and again, as a complete shoot, man. It was I was scrolling on my YouTube one night, because every night, like probably for like 30 to 45 minutes at night, as like kind of a reward to myself as a hard day, I'll watch some YouTube or Hulu or something.
Yeah.
And I was scrolling down my YouTube, and I legit saw like a channel of people rescuing sea turtles, and removing barnacles off of them. And they would turn the sea turtles over, and there would be a bunch of barnacles on the belly of the sea turtle.
Both sides, both the head, bro. The barnacles on the head, on the nose.
I would see the head too. The nose barnacles. And they would just chisel them off. Dude.
Bro. Here's another interesting one I've been watching, because you might want to go down these rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Bro, these beekeepers that get hired, and they got to go in, and bro, there are trees that are 3 feet deep in freaking bees, bro. Wow. And these beekeepers go in. It's bro. See, I watch all that stuff. Yeah. I am so mad when I am watching this show, bro. Yeah. I'm so mad that I got to sit here and watch this show, because, bro, here's the bottom line, Chris. Let's you and I be honest. Mm-hmm. Chris, you go to work every day. You do your podcast every day. I do my podcast every day. Chris, I think it is safe to say you and I put in 100% effort.
Yep.
Our name's on it, bro. When you work with your patients, it's your name, it's your reputation. When we do these podcasts, my name is on this, bro. And I take great pride in what I do. That's why this show pisses me off, because there's no pride, there's no effort. They're just televising house shows. I'm not talking about the talent and their in-ring work at all. I am talking about this 3-hour show where they have literally been going through the motions for years and years and years. That's what pisses me off, bro, because they owe it to their fans. Bro, at least try. Yep. Like, at least try to put out a compelling product. Because if I asked everybody now in Sportskeeda Nation, Chris, one simple question. You saw a 3-hour show tonight. Name one thing that was compelling to you. In 3 hours, name one thing that was compelling to you.
That's a good question. SK Nation, what do you think? One thing that was compelling to you?
Tell me one thing in 3 hours that was compelling and interesting. What, Natalia coming down?
Oh, very nice. Let's start into. There was one thing that I liked, actually.
Yeah.
I think
Liv pandering to the crowd.
I wasn't a big fan of that.
No good. Okay.
I did like the Mysterios. I did like the Rey Mysterio giving homage to Eddie. I did like that. That's them though, bro. That's them doing that. Yeah, you know. Yeah. That was the only thing I like, and that tag match was actually a pretty good match too. But that was the only thing I did like. Let's start off with Bobby Lashley. Donald said Lynch and Oscar was good. Oscar always interesting.
No, it wasn't. Who said that? Who said Donald. That? Donald, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Donald, it was a mess, bro. It was a mess, bro.
Elvis said RKO from nowhere to Rollins.
Okay, that was a 3-second moment.
Mm-hmm. Theory promo. Sorry, man. Nothing about Theory woos me at all, man.
Nothing about Theory woos me.
I'm sorry. I just don't buy it, man. I
don't either, man, Chris.
I'm not sold, man.
I don't either. Bro, here was the one thing to me that stood out. With all due respect, the person who just said Becky and Oscar was good. No, it wasn't, bro. It was freaking horrible. But here's the thing that stood out that I have to say, Chris. Chris, I didn't watch Money in the Bank. I only watch wrestling if I get paid to watch wrestling. But I can imagine those women busted their tails on Saturday and they went all out. And then they got to come back tonight and compete in a match like that. Yeah. That really takes a special athlete, Chris. Mm-hmm. Not anybody could do that. I could not do that. So that was my takeaway from tonight's show. As sloppy and bad as I thought that match was, these are not big girls, Chris. And for them to put their bodies through that type of a punishment, bro, my hat's off to them because I could never do that, Chris.
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
yep. Bobby Lashley cuts an in-ring promo, gets interrupted by Theory. And, just leads to Theory having some very weak briefcase shots on Lashley.
Oh, Chris, I was thinking the same thing. So, bro, you know what the problem is, bro? Like, Chris, I was thinking the same exact thing. The problem is, bro, why are these idiots walking around with the case? Yeah. Like, bro, we know you got the title shot. If you've got to technically cash in the case when it's time, no problem. But to be walking around with the case for the next 6 months, and then, like you said, Chris, now they got to use the case. And when they use the case, it looks freaking terrible, bro. Yeah, there's no good way to use that case as a weapon, bro.
Yeah, just really weak shots, man. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Let's go with the segment. And again, I'm gonna put this segment over. I liked it. I liked the match between Mysterios and Balor and Priest. I did look and I was like, you know what? Just Balor and Priest to me, it just doesn't seem important. Like Judgment Day, I mean, Rhea's recovering from injury, so that's an element that's gone. Now you have Balor and Priest, and Balor turns heel, and he doesn't feel any different. He doesn't feel any better. He doesn't feel elevated at all. And his first tag team match, his first match after turning weeks ago, leads to a loss. They came back and beat the Mysterios, in a segment backstage, later on. But this is a loss. I did like the Mysterio. The match was cool to watch. I did like the Mysterio thing at the end. That was pretty cool. I'll pop for that. But it just seems to me they're doing 50-50 already because this just seems like it's going to be Mysterios versus Judgment Day at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Chris, the only thing I didn't like about the finish, I like the creativity of the finish. But here's what I didn't like, Chris. Why are the baby faces taking a win that way? You know what I'm saying, bro? It's almost like they were trying to bail out of the match because they couldn't beat Judgment Day. I mean, that's a way that a heel should take a victory. I just don't think that finish worked with baby faces, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, Eddie was a baby face, and he he did that all the time. You weren't watching at that time, right?
I wasn't watching it, and that's my point.
Yeah,
what bro? They're going to assume that I was watching 10 years ago. So, like, I get it. No, I wasn't watching 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah. That was an homage to Eddie. So he got a pop for that. As far as just the Eddie, because Eddie would do that all the time as a baby face. It was like a comic relief type of deal because he would pretend that he was a heel at first doing it, and he got organically over as a baby face. And Eddie Guerrero was one of the greatest of all time in the ring. And so that was an homage to Eddie. And watching 20 years ago, I thought it was cool. Sure, you can't assume that everybody watched 20 years ago or everybody's still watching from 20 years ago,
right?
But for those who did watch and still did watch, the homage was a pretty cool moment. I'm really trying to pick any moment from Raw that I can put over, and for me, I can put over that particular moment. I do see a rematch of them at SummerSlam. Do you think that Dominic will turn at SummerSlam?
I think he's got to, bro. Something's got to give, bro. You got to do something, bro. So I would hope so. I would hope so.
Especially with Rhea out, we don't know exactly what the timeline. She said it was her teeth, but she also said it was a brain injury too. So I don't know if that means that she has a concussion. If she does, I mean, she won't be competing for a while. So that third person is needed, and I do think it's going to be Dominic. And if it is Dominic, they might be listening to my booking, because I said Balor and I said Dominic. So I said Balor, Dominic, and I said T-Bar too. So if T-Bar joins them, they've really been listening to Dr. Chris, his booking. So next we have AJ Styles and The Miz. AJ Styles defeats The Miz in a very anticlimactical way, and then Styles gets attacked by Ciampa. Now there were some spots of like earlier today, get together spots. If you want Joey to come out for those, let me know. But I don't have anything to say.
No, I'm not bothering Joey on the footage, bro. Like that is not worthy enough to bother Joey about.
No. And Styles gets attacked by Ciampa after the match. Still, this has been going on for weeks, even really months at this point, as far as Ciampa helping The Miz. Still no rhyme or reason to it, but where is this leading to?
I don't know. Again, bro, they've still not established Ciampa. Like nothing. Right. Like, again, I don't watch NXT. I know that's where he's from. I have no idea what his character is, and they have not established him at all on this show, bro. At all.
So he does a handshake agreement of some sort with The Miz. But The Miz is still with the Logan Paul deal, but he's still doing some things with AJ, and then Ciampa's in the mix. We don't know why he's helping The Miz. They shake hands. This is a lot of chaos going less than a month before before SummerSlam, before one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year. This is way too much chaos going on just weeks before. I mean, the same thing happened at WrestleMania too. It was just a whole bunch of chaos going on right until the 11th hour. So I just don't get the rhyme or reason. I don't get the why they would decide to book that way. You're the writer. You're the expert.
I'm going to tell you, here's my only takeaway from this, and this is a 100% shoot. This isn't a dig. This isn't a making fun of. This is a 100% shoot. Vince McMahon is 76 years old, bro.
Yes.
His mind is not thinking correctly. His mind is thinking like a 76-year-old man thinks. He's not sharp. He doesn't remember what happens from one week to the next, doesn't know where he's been, doesn't know where he's going. And that's how this entire show is coming across, bro. That's exactly how it's coming across to me. And that's not a dig, bro. I'm sure when I'm 76 years old, if God willing, I make it there, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be sharp, at that age. I mean, who is? But this is a man that is still running the creative, and he's lost it, bro. Yeah. He does not have it anymore. He's lost it. And literally you are seeing inside the brain of Vince McMahon, the Liv promo, I don't deserve it. We deserve it. All my dreams came true. Guys, I want to tell you, Sportskeeda Nation, I swear to God, bro, how many Stanley Cup celebrations have you seen? NBA Finals, World Series, Super Bowl. How many freaking times have you seen one athlete say, my dreams came true? And every athlete in the sport was dreaming it. Bro, the Avalanche just won the Stanley Cup. Since they were 4 years old, they were dreaming about holding up the Stanley Cup. Bro, they interviewed 20 guys after the win. Not one person said, my dreams came true, and it was all because of you. Oh, my God. Please, I want to throw up in my mouth. That is Vince McMahon. And then what does Natty say? Oh, if you should be thanking anybody, you should be thanking me. What are we, 3 years old, bro? Like, what are you, children, bro? They act like children. And this is Vince McMahon. This is what wrestling still is to Vince McMahon, bro. That's what you're getting.
Vince is still stuck in Carney land, huh?
Oh my God, bro! You should be thanking you should be thanking me. Oh, please, bro! Come on, man! What is this?
Yeah, man, this is hilarious.
And then, of course, what does it turn into, Chris? It turns into a tag. Oh, really, bro?
Of course,
is this gonna turn into a tag match so you could eat up 15 minutes out of the show? Really?
Of course, that's what they do they stretch 3 hours. It's like you're stretching 3 hours on Independence Day live. So we're definitely doing a whole lot of vignettes and talk segments and stuff like that.
Yep.
Awesome Sauce with the $5 super chat, bro.
That's Awesome Sauce said that very nicely. We're not dealing with the Vince McMahon of old. We're dealing with an old Vince McMahon. You said that very nicely. Awesome Sauce. Bro, here's the bottom line, guys. If you listen to me on Russo's brand, Chris, I forget names. You know, it takes me sometimes a while. But here's the bottom line. I'm aware of it, bro. I'm aware of it. I'm cognizant to it. This guy is not cognizant to his brain is not functioning properly. He thinks everything is fine and everything is great. And this is a dandy show. And it's like, holy crap, bro. Watch it back.
Well, I think that you're, Dr. Chris to the rescue as far as what that means from a psychological standpoint. I think you're mixing narcissism with high levels of stress. So, that actually has a lot that can affect someone a lot psychologically. There's a difference between a low stress 76 and a high stress 76. And, for instance, Betty White was a few weeks away from 100 years old when she died. And she was still posting IG pics and making people laugh and things like that. She spent 60, 70 years as a comedian, you know what I mean? So she was like, she made a living making people laugh and being lighthearted. And so she lived to be almost 100 years old. And so, and she looked great, at 99. And Vince, he looks like he's been in the ringer, through the ringer for, 50 years. He looks stressed, and stress actually has a lot of neurological factors, not a lot of neurological effects, and it has a lot of physical effects too, because what it does is that you can tell. I mean, you can tell when people have high levels of stress. And Vince McMahon has been doing this for 40 plus years, being behind Gorilla, having those moments, being stressed to make sure shows are properly done every single week,
never taking a day off, never taking a vacation, not sleeping.
Yeah,
bro.
That's major. Like those things right there, Vince, like those are major things. Not sleeping, not getting adequate sleep for years upon years, that reduces someone's lifespan and it makes someone look bad. That's why sleep is very important. And Vince not getting sleep, and it's like, this type of go-getter mindset, I mean, that stuff like that reduces lives. It really does. I mean, and so Vince, thank you for serving us for 40 plus years. Now go sit down and vacation, for the rest
go drink some chocolate milk, bro.
Yes indeed. Go to Florida somewhere and take a breather. All right, next we have Liv Morgan. She's cutting her in-ring promo. She's doing it for the people. She gets interrupted by Natalya and then Carmella, and then Bianca Belair makes the save, and that leads into another segment, which is the tag match, which that was very unpredictable, right? And then the baby faces win.
Yep.
Yeah.
House show.
Yeah, yes, indeed. House show. Next, we have Seth Rollins defeating Ezekiel. Rollins goes to attack Ezekiel post-match and then gets RKO'd by Riddle.
Well, that's fine. But I just I don't get it, bro. So we bring Ezekiel back with saying you're not Ezekiel, you're Elias. We do that whole thing. Now, what's the deal with Kevin? Is Kevin Owens hurt?
Not that I know of.
So Kevin Owens just disappears and Ezekiel loses.
Yeah.
So what was the point of bringing Ezekiel back? Just to have another body on the roster that could eat up time, right?
Yeah, it's essentially
for the amount of time this kid was away, and now you bring him back. Owens is forgotten. That was never paid off. There was supposed to be a three-way thing. That was never paid off. And now he's just jobbing to Seth Rollins.
Someone in the chat saying Owens is hurt. Okay, I suppose. I'm not quite sure. Someone else is saying COVID, so I don't know. This is.
Well, I would have to think it's COVID because, I mean, even if he's hurt, he can still be on the show and not work.
Right.
He doesn't have to work.
Yeah, he can still do promos.
Yeah.
So I don't. I'll have to look into that and see if he has COVID.
Yeah.
Next we have Lashley and the Street Profits.
Now let me ask you another question. Let me just ask you another question. A lot of people like the Riddle RKO. Why is Riddle attacking Rollins?
They've been going through a few things over the past few weeks.
What have they been going through? Chris, what have they been going through the last divorce?
They've been going through some personal problems.
Oh my gosh.
So he was advertised for Raw last week, but
Owens.
He was supposed to do the whole younger brother thing too last week, right? But he didn't show up. So PW Insider reported that he's dealing with a minor injury.
Okay, but even if he's dealing with a minor injury, he doesn't have to wrestle. He can.
Yeah. Well, Vince, they don't do. I mean, they don't really do. Out of ring segments. I mean, they did with the whole party thing a few times just to burn time. But I don't know. But it could be. It could be minor injury. It could be personal problems. Both of with Riddle and Seth, they might be going through some personal problems within each other. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits defeat Theory and the Alpha Academy. Feel good moment, didn't really lead to much. I like Lashley. I like the momentum he's going through. I think he should have won Money in the Bank, to be honest with you. But it's like Street Profits and Usos was a fantastic match, but the right after Money in the Bank, a couple days before, a couple days after, the Street Profits lost their match, and then they just get thrown into some 6-man match after. Like, what is this? In Theory won the Money in the Bank and lost a 6-man match.
Well, see,
how are you developing characters?
And not only that, bro, that's what we're missing. There's whether they win or lose and how they win or lose, it has no effect on them. There's no reaction to it whatsoever. Like, it's, bro, you've got to protect your wrestlers, bro. You've got to protect your characters. And if you're not showing emotion, if you won or you lost, like, either way, you're basically saying, I don't win, lose, I don't care. Yeah. That's what you're basically saying, and that's a bad message to send to the audience.
Yeah. It's like somebody winning, it's like the Avalanche winning the Stanley Cup, and it's like, Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Yeah.
It's like, no, you work your way up to that, and you feel it.
Man. There's no emotion one way or another coming off of what's the last thing that happened to you, man. I swear to God, when I used to write for Austin, I swear, bro, and like at the end of this show, somebody would get the best of Austin. all I could think about is Austin stewing all week long. And he's hotter Tuesday than Monday. And Wednesday, he's madder than Tuesday and Thursday. By the time he got back to that building, bro, he was just ready to explode. Yeah. I mean, I literally played my way through those emotions. These guys, whether they're up or down, nothing ever changes with them, bro.
Nothing. Yep. Next we get R-Truth as Uncle Sam cutting an in-ring promo, and then he gets interrupted by Ludwig Kaiser and the Ring Gunther.
Bro, this is Vince again. Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther. Like really, Vince? Could we get any more stereotypical? This is Vince McMahon, bro, to a T. To a T, bro.
I can see this segment being Vince, as far as R-Truth. He would be the one playing Uncle Sam in Vince McMahon's eyes. I just think that was really odd.
Absolutely, bro. That popped Vince.
To play Uncle Sam.
That popped Vince.
Yep. Yes, that definitely seemed like that. That is a Vince McMahon thing for a black man to play Uncle Sam.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting. Exactly, bro.
And Kaiser comes, and Gunther, the foreign, person who hates America, comes. I like Gunther as a person. I think he can really be not as a person, as an athlete, as a wrestler. I think that he can really be highlighted very, very well. He's lost a tremendous amount of weight. I'm sure you don't know anything about Gunther.
No, bro, I worked with this dude over in Germany, man.
Oh, did you really?
Nice. Oh, absolutely. Yes. So I mean, I've known him from what was that, 5 years ago or something?
Yeah, and he was real pudgy, right?
Yeah, very pudgy. Yes.
Yeah, and he's lost it. He looks fantastic now. And kudos to him, man. I mean, just like a huge big difference. He really wanted to. Yeah, I mean, he really wanted to capitalize on his character. Which I can super appreciate that. I if I had the books, I would push Gunther to the moon. I'm still not really sold on that name, but at the same time, I do think he has a ton of potential, and they need strong old school heels. You know what I mean? Because they don't have many of those, and I love the fact that they have a manager with him too.
Now, was tell me about the manager, bro? Was that an NXT dude? I did not know who this Ludwig Kaiser was. Was this guy from NXT?
Yep. So he used to be Marcel. What was his name?
Marcel, a mime. Did he used to be a mime?
Yeah, he was. No, Marcel Barthel, I think it was. He used to team up with oh gosh, I forgot his. There used to be a team. There used to be a faction called Imperium, and it was I forgot what his name.
He was one of those guys.
Yeah, he goes by a different name now, Giovanni something. He's been repackaged in NXT, and then the other guy used to be a part of Eric Young's group in Sanity. It used to be a part of Sanity. I forgot his name too. But it was like a 4-man group, and then Walter was the leader of Imperium.
Yeah.
So those two teams, like those two, Marcel and the dude from Sanity. No, Marcel and the other guy, I forgot his name. They were a team, and they were tag team champs. And so they kept the other guy in NXT, and they brought in Marcel. Now he's Ludwig Kaiser. And now he's the manager of Gunther.
Yeah. The one thing I did not like about that,
Fabian Ochner used to be his name. Now he's Giovanni.
The one thing I did not like about that much, bro, is that one dude, Ludwig Kaiser. He was almost as big as Gunther.
Yeah, but Gunther he's pretty. Kaiser's pretty
big,
rich.
Bro. Kaiser's a big. I'm telling you, bro. Like, cause see, to me, it should have been somebody like a Spud. What was you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, I mean, to really show Gunther's size, but Ludwig, the guy's almost as big as Gunther. So
he does he wrestles with them every now and then too.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I think the reason why, because I think he speaks he speaks his language too, and he knows how to accent like that. And Spud, you know, would be just a gimmick really. And so they do feel like that foreign dominance, and I think that both of them have that factor to them. I think, like I said, if I had the books, I would push Gunther to the moon. Alexander Wolf, thank you, Rock. So, yeah, I would push Gunther to the moon if I had the books. Just because, I mean, I'm glad that they put the Intercontinental Champion on him quick, but I think that he has a bunch of potential to, you know, headline WrestleMania, be a really, really good heel, because they have such a deficiency on baby faces right now. They really need to push a baby face. I like the feel of a Gunther versus a Drew. I mean, I like that smash mouth type of feel to it. There's some people who want to see Gunther and Cena. Like, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. Maverick. What was his name?
Drake.
Drake Maverick. Yeah. Cool. All right, next we get Becky Lynch and Asuka. That's it.
Before we get to that, though, Chris, why is Alexa Bliss still walking around with that doll? I like she's normal now, but she still has the doll. It's so ridiculous. I know they gotta sell them, bro. That's really what it's about. There's 8,000 lilies sitting in a warehouse somewhere in Stamford, Connecticut, but like it's just so out of place, man. Like, God.
It's clear that's the only reason why they are doing that. I mean, it's Alexa Bliss doesn't even have a gimmick. Like, what is her gimmick, Vince?
What's Liv's gimmick? Except she dreams.
She's
what's her gimmick?
She lives.
Now she beat Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, after Rousey it was a banana peel moment, which actually I predicted. I on my Pancakes and Power Slam show, I did the predictions. And I said, I think Liv is going to win the Money in the Bank, and then she's going to have a banana peel style cash in, which is exactly what happened. Ronda Rousey was caught up in the sharpshooter for a while. She ended up winning. She had a bum leg, was playing on it, and Liv came out, and she was part of an ankle lock for a while. Then she kicked Rousey's leg and did like a schoolboy type of deal. So. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's the only way that made sense with her winning. I mean, I think they gave her the title because she's been grinding for a long time. So
that's exactly it. It's. I mean, they're sending a message to the locker room. I mean, that's exactly what this is all about. But but again, bro, if I'm writing this show, Ronda Rousey is counting down the minutes to Raw. She's counting down, and where is she? No place to be found. So she can't be that upset about losing the title.
Well, she actually celebrated with her in the ring after the match.
She celebrated with Liv?
Yeah. Because it was a feel-good moment. I'm a sucker for feel-good moments.
Wait, stop.
I am, Vince.
Okay, the Tampa Bay Lightning did not celebrate with the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, bro, I watched it. They did not celebrate.
In fairness, though, like people from the UFC, they celebrate with each other after fighting. Boxers do too.
All right, Chris. Okay.
I mean, if you're thinking of combat sports people celebrate with each other afterwards. They hug each other.
Bro, Rocky and Apollo Creed are gonna hug each other after they beat the crap out of each other for 15 rounds.
They became best friends, Vince.
Okay, all right. I'm going to celebrate with somebody that schoolboyed me. That's like a sucker punch, bro. That's like a schoolboy is like a sucker punch, and I'm gonna celebrate with you after you schoolboyed me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, bro.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's celebrate, man.
Hey, maybe Ronda Rousey's not as tough as I thought she was, bro. I guess. Okay.
Yeah, man. She's not really being booked very tough. This has been a really dry run of Ronda Rousey.
I guarantee you, bro. We know she left the first time because she was not happy about a few things.
Yep.
And I think, bro, the schedule on the road, she was not used to.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, once she got into that schedule again, it started becoming the same. I guarantee you.
Now she has a baby.
And now she has a baby, and there's little Liv, who her entire life is wrestling. And I had a dream, like Martin Luther King, that one day I was going to be the WWE Women's Champion, and that's why she is the champion now.
Yes, indeed. That's why. Unfortunately, I don't see her run being very long. But I mean, hey, here's her moment. I mean, people. I found out she worked at Hooters when she was like super young. And then that led to having some affiliation to work out at a gym, and then being discovered in a gym at a gym, and then that led to her pro wrestling career. So, hey, man! But she said since the age of 5, she'd been wanting to be a wrestler, and that's really the only thing she wanted to do. So, I understand the feeling that comes with Liv as far as from a shoot standpoint. Like I've been, especially with her size, what I mean? She doesn't have the most intimidating size, and like people like that doesn't really have a lot of confidence thinking that they'll become champ too. So this is her moment. I think if any moment was to
That's
capitalize,
because, Chris, if this was the real world, a woman her size would never become the champion. That's why, bro. Okay. No, you would never be. No, you would never schoolboy Ronda Rousey. No,
yes,
none of that stuff would ever happen, bro.
Yep. But everybody has a dream, and Liv had one,
dream, man.
and it
We
was
all
fulfilled.
have a dream, man.
Yes, indeed.
Bro, did you see this at the end? This was the greatest thing on the show, Chris.
What's that?
Bro, I swear this was the greatest thing on the show. And you guys, if anybody in Sportskeeda Nation taped it, go back and watch it. Okay? So we have this mess of a match. But listen, I'm giving both of these women a pass because of all the work they did on Saturday. So I got no problem with that at all. I got no problem. I could never do that, Chris. These women would run circles around me. Okay? No doubt about it. Chris, this was the greatest thing at the end. Bro, when they were both down after Becky pinned Asuka, bro, they grabbed each other's boobs. Did you see that?
I did.
Bro, did you see that? Like, Becky grabbed Asuka's boob, and then Asuka reached around and grabs Becky's boob. That was the best thing on the show for me, the boob grabbing, bro.
That was a sign of appreciation.
Right, bro, did you see it?
I did see that. Right?
I thought that was great, bro. I thought that was. I actually rewind that to make sure that I was. Yeah, they grabbed each other's boobs.
Hey, bro. Thank you. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like Becky gave her just a little reach around on the side.
Yep.
Asuka grabbed Becky's boob.
She would fall in.
Yeah. And I thought that was very nice. A very nice touch at the end of the show. Very nice.
Very nice touch, literally.
Yes.
Cool, man. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for the Raw. Let's talk real quick. Let's talk about the before we close up. Let's talk about the vignette. Did you notice the vignette? They played it at Money in the Bank. They did it again today. Some people thinking it was Bray, but a lot of people are kind of reaching the conclusion that it's Edge. So they're going to repackage Edge, rumored. So, what are your thoughts, man?
Repackage him into what?
Did you see the vignette?
I did not.
Yeah, it was like they did medals, they did some type of Latino heat thing. It was kind of like a dark style promo of somebody returning. They didn't have a name or something. They showed somebody walking. We saw an arm. So It's,
God, bro, they could use. Listen, I mean, if that's Edge, that's fine. But man, bro, they could use Bray Wyatt more than ever.
I don't have enough confidence that they'll use him correctly, man.
Oh, I don't either.
Dude is a creative genius, but they don't allow people to be creative. I mean, that's the reason why Malachi Black's in AEW. He was another just very eccentric style mind, I mean, that would have been good for the business for WWE, but similar to Bray, they just didn't use him well at all. So
yeah.
Well, Vince,
bro, I know I was brutal. Listen, I understand, and I don't, guys. Listen, I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. I am not bitter. I don't have any, I don't have any. What is it, bro? Listen, I'm not bitter. Okay. I don't ever want to be hired from the WWE ever. I would never, ever. I would consult. I'm open to consulting. I would never work full time for any wrestling company again. I would never go on the road. That is in my rearview mirror. That is behind me. I am not bitter. I get really disappointed, guys, when I see a lack of effort. Yeah. Nothing turns me off more than a lack of effort. And I make it clear, it is not the talent. These two girls at the end of the night, bro, after what they went through on the weekend and the size that they are, to put their body through that type of punishment is something I could never do. I never take that for granted. Those wrestlers, bro, put food on my table and a roof over my head, and every wrestler I've ever known, they're blue collar workers, bro. And they don't care if there's 20 people or 20,000 people, man. They go out there and perform. And all these people are going out there and performing. I am not taking any of that away from them. What I'm talking about, bro, is the level of effort from the creative team. And obviously the creative team is led by Vince McMahon. What the saying I was looking for, Chris, was I don't have an axe to grind. Chris, I do, bro. I'd say I probably average about 3 shows a day. And I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I start going through my shows. And Chris, I can't tell you, man, if I am disappointed in my performance, I am so pissed off at myself, and I am so down on myself, because here's why. I'm behind a paid wall. People pay money, man, to listen to me. It's the same with the WWE, bro. They are your fans. They support you. They watch you. They go to shows. They give you their money. You owe it to them. Yeah. So that's the part, Chris, where I really, really get pissed off, because I can tell a difference between, bro, blood, sweat, tears, and, working and writing and producing your what's off compared to going through the motions. Trust me, man, I can see it a mile away. And, bro, if this show were horrible, but they were given 100% effort, it's okay then, bro, because now, maybe you made some poor creative decisions. That's all subjective anyway. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. But when the effort isn't there, that, to me, there's no excuse in the world for that, Chris.
Yeah. And I would even, we'll say it, and I would even add to that. It seems as if the booking and the writing team, a lot of them just squelch, the thoughts and the ideas of a lot of the wrestlers, and so they just kind of feel like they're going through the motions. Now, I would even say a lot of times you're just going to have to, have a set and just do something that will cause some noise. It's there's one of those things that, hey man, what are you going to do that's going to cause some noise, and if you get fired for it, you want out of your contract anyways, right? Because at this point, you got so many people that are just there and just kind of going through the motions, because I know people who still working WWF, WWE, and used to, and so many ideas to shot down, and they can't just be like, hey, okay, well, getting me out of my contract. They just kind of have to go through the motions. But I just wonder, Vince, if someone, I know Matt Hardy used to do this. Like, he wanted out of his contract so much when he was in the WWE that he would just do like super defiant stuff, and he would have like a YouTube page and make videos of like how much he was just wanted out of his contract.
I see, Chris, if it's me, okay, and bro, I've had many jobs. I've been through the gamut. I've been through this. If it's me and I'm one of these writers, I am simply saying to Vince, because first of all, bro, I'm talking about if I have confidence in myself and I know I can go work someplace else.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know it's going to be Vince's loss and my gain. Okay. I'm just going to say flat out, why am I here? What are you paying me for? What do you need me for? Every idea I give you, you crap on, you do whatever you want to do anyway. Why am I here? I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time. One of two things is going to happen. Vince is going to say to you, okay, then go. And then, okay, fine, I will go. Or Vince is going to stand up and take freaking notice. Because, bro, I did that. I went to Vince and Linda and I said to them, if all you think I'm capable of is writing the magazine, I need you to tell me that. Because if they would have told me that, bro, I was gone, because I knew I could do a lot more than write the magazine. And bro, when I said that to Vince, he turned red in the face and cut a promo on me like, how dare I speak to him that way? And the next week, he made me the head of creative, bro. And but again, nice. If you have no confidence in yourself and you feel like you haven't earned that position, of course you're going to cower and you're not going to say anything. But those are the people that are killing that company, bro.
Yep. Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Independence Day version of Legion of Raw. Yes, indeed. You are pointing to that picture. There we go. What is that right underneath your Forgiven?
That right there.
Yeah.
That's my rendering of Bruce Mitchell.
Okay. There you go.
With the bolts coming out of his neck.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We gotta take a nice trip down over, to your room. I see that your studio there is full.
Oh yeah, bro. I should wheel the camera around. I got a lot of cool stuff in here.
Nice indeed, man. Good stuff, man. Yes. Let them know about the channel attitude.
Channelattitude.com, bro. Dozens of shows, different people, different hosts, different points of view. I am behind a paywall, so we can't be censored, bro. So check it out, channelattitude.com.
You were waiting for me, weren't you?
Oh, my God, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe. Just when you thought the show was over.
Just when you thought the show was over, the Black Scorpion comes in with a vengeance.
Now, do you have any breaking news, Mr. Scorpion?
I do have breaking news, but you're going to have to come back next week on the Legion of Raw. That's a cliffhanger for you, Vince. You were used to cliffhangers, weren't you? Yeah.
Well, I will be tuning in next week to hear the words of wisdom of the Black Scorpion.
Bro. And I will be tuning in next week to pop in at a time that you will never expect.
Wow, man.
Wow, we said he might pop in at any time, bro. We got no control over that, bro.
I can't. I don't have a control. I have zero control. When he pops in, unannounced, he doesn't ask anybody. He just comes, and so you just got to give him respect that way, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we're just going to let the Black Scorpion close us up. This is Vince Russo, Dr. Chris. Solo!